Hello. Sorry for the lame image. Just in a bathrobe and laying back on the couch. Maybe it's a bad photo angle. But trying to find some. I woke up. I was doing this. I stayed up till 5 one night and then all the way till noon the next day. And then I got this migraine in the side of my head that thankfully is just dissipated and went away. Basically, so that's a great thing. So here I am at 2:24 a.m. and I woke up. I've been feeling so horrible when I've been waking up, like just crappy. All this stuff. I could talk more about that, but I mean, people like let's say go see a doctor or something, but after the sleep pattern variance, I went to bed at kind of regular hour towards 10 to midnight something. And I woke up after a few hours, but my head I felt a little strange, not too bad, but but it was pretty good. In a way, it was pretty good. I felt a lot better. So I don't know, it worked. I've been thinking about sleep pattern variances because I've been having just not the greatest time when I'm waking up, I guess. But it worked. So I felt a little better. So I'm happy about that, I guess. But anyways, my topic I chose for this video, I guess it's written below there, is this archangels thing. I don't know. I wasn't raised thinking about archangels and all this stuff much. Whatever I would have, unless I would have come across something, some literature or reference to them or in society. Well, I have to take that back. I went to a Lutheran church. I don't know if they reference archangels a lot. They read stuff from the Bible. They approach the Bible. Maybe I would have heard, maybe, Christmas. I don't know. I don't even know from 0 to 18 years in this Lutheran church how much I would have even thought or heard of archangels. At some point, I looked into the Bible and started thinking about it, or came across the information. So you've got Michael. Well, here's an interesting factoid I thought I heard is that in the Bible it talks about angels, but it has all the stuff it says about angels throughout the whole Bible. But in the Old Testament, I saw some information that said the Hebrew people did not have names for the archangels until they came back from Babylon. So I saw this information somewhere. I don't remember. I don't have the footnotes, I guess. I don't remember where. Maybe you could, how do you check that out? I don't know. If you're an academic, that's the kind of thing you would do. You'd write your references, footnotes. But, so that's implanted in my mind. That's coming to my mind. So apparently in Babylon was naming, for some reason, and I don't know what, in Babylon was inspecting the same angels and had names for them. So then the Hebrews come back from Babylon, the Jewish people, from the captivity in Babylon thing. And now there are names for the archangels, for these angels. So then in some Old Testament book, Ezekiel or whichever one it is, I'd have to research that. And something implanted in my mind again is that the archangel of the Hebrew people is Michael. I mean, I've read some, you can, throughout all the languages and cultures and how languages affect words, I've seen someone say Maha-El, Michael, or something. But there's that's a well known in a sense, or highly I think the Catholics reference him because the Bible says that Michael, angel of the Hebrew archangel or angel of the Hebrew people. So then there's this Rudolf Steiner guy, and he talks about Michael. He has this thing where he creates this ruling archangels of ages. He creates this evolution of humanity, a spiritual whatever, everything, evolution of humanity. He goes back for Adam and Eve. And which I guess, like I was saying, I think in a different lecture, it's like an allegory to him or something. So, which is a curious Bible thing. Jesus says, from the beginning, how do you interpret this? From the beginning, it was not so. Jesus says, and it has been saying something in the New Testament. He talks about from the beginning. Well, it also says Jesus saw light, Satan fall from heaven like lightning. Well, how are you supposed to think? What thought content can you add to that? Jesus falling from heaven Satan falling from heaven like lightning. How does Jesus see Satan? So this is this pre-existence before the incarnation of Christ, the pre-existence of Christ idea. How or in what manner, or what is that? He sees Satan fall from heaven like lightning. From the beginning, it was not so. So if you're going to be a believer and believe this, it has to be this big mystery to your thought content. What kind of, you can't add scientific thinking to that, can you? What's like modern people in modern education and everything are imbued with science. However much you get into that or pay attention to it. So we have these religious or scriptural or Christian ideas from the Bible or whatever. So, I think of the Terminator. These Terminators in the Terminator movie fall from the sky or come out of somewhere to the ground in like lightning or electricity or something. So that's what my mind does. Satan falling from heaven like lightning. You think that, I don't know. My mind just starts referencing the Terminators from the Terminator movie or something, which is just Hollywood creation, I guess, sci-fi fantasy or something. So anyways, I have nowhere to go thinking. If I think about it, there's nowhere to go thinking about that. It's just this statement. And how do you reconcile Rudolf Steiner's thinking about Genesis and his cosmic evolution, the solar, he has like a solar system evolutionary belief and system. How do you reconcile that from Jesus in the New Testament saying, from the beginning it was not so? Maybe you, depends on how you think about it, massage it. Depends on how strictly you try to understand that, or what are they intending, or what concepts are they thinking when Jesus said that. If being a believer and believing that that's an accurate statement of Jesus or something, it'd be a biblical believer or something. So the Steiner guy has age. He has this whole evolution of time. It's hard to put together in a way. He has there's all these lectures on this website or on YouTube, but for wherever I got, I picked up. It's like he has epoch. He thinks about the stars and the progression of the equinoxes and the constellations. I guess it's kind of like astrology, or just thinking about the heavens, the stars. And he has this whatever the case may be, he has these epochs of time. And I think in there he's claiming there are these ruling archangels for humanity on the earth through different ages or epochs of time. So what do we see in the Bible? We see in the Old Testament, Ezekiel or Daniel or whatever it is, you have Michael being said is the archangel or angel of the Hebrew people. And then you have Gabriel. You could say Gabriel or something. Whatever language you're speaking, I don't. And it's in Islam. 600 years after Christianity, Islam arrives, and it shows up in Islam as Gabriel or something. So Islamic people might read the Quran or whatever, might believe in Gabriel as Gabriel. But so Gabriel appears to Mary in the New Testament. So I guess Gabriel gets started with pregnancy and childbirth or something. I don't know this from Rudolf Steiner where I got this from. I read this Daskalos books back in college. I don't know where I get this from, but so there's these colors. So Michael is associated with red or something. The color red, and Gabriel is associated with the color blue, maybe. So these ruling archangels of ages of time. He had and I think Steiner may give some dates. He gives actual dates of when he calculates their rulership. But so you had Gabriel and the archangel of childbirth. So you have this idea maybe people used to believe in heredity more. Bloodlines and heredity. These modern Christians talking about healing your bloodline and stuff. Anyways, you had Gabriel. So Gabriel was a rock. And then at some point, I think Steiner gives a date, Michael became the ruling archangel. And he calls Michael like the archangel of individuality, I think. Well, you could say to yourself that kind of makes sense because individuality has really flourished, right? individuality stuff in human history. Stuff about being an individual. So, like the present age we're in is currently it's still in the Michael Archangel rulership or something. But I don't. I was looking at. I forgot that, and then after Michael's going to be another one at some year. Ariel. Or, I don't even. I have to look it up. And for some reason, I'm associated with the Archangel of communications and emanations or something. Well, we see with like if for technical metaphor with the internet, we see a lot. Communication seems to be a big thing. So then, I don't know. So it's just arcane. So here's my video, just bringing up the topic of this archangel thing. And I guess as if you can be a Christian, as a Christian, yes, how does that all relate to Jesus Christ? Like, you know, if you can be biblical, the Bible talks about like don't like they say war, you know, like they say the world, oh, you shouldn't get into angel worship and stuff, and, which a lot of these Christian people, non-Christian stuff is doing. You know, talk about angels and everything. Whatever the Bible says about angels, the Bible says about angels. So I saw this silver light stuff like 3 or more occasions. So what is that an angel? What is that? Happened in 3 contextual situations I can remember. And I could think about that, but it's kind of silver light. So if that's an angel, what is affecting me in my vision? I want to go medical science thinking with this. I don't really care. If it's an angel, what is that? Why are they doing that? What is it's kind of a nice experience. It's beautiful, I guess. Pretty silver light stuff. I guess I feel like the consciousness feeling in my head changes. And if I remember correctly, I don't know. And I see this, and then so I say to myself, what is it? Is it the archangel? So I'm thinking about this archangel after Michael. Is it Ariel or something? Is their color silver? Is there a silver archangel or angel thing? I don't know if I have anywhere to go with any thinking about it. But so there's all these lectures, stuff on the Rudolf Steiner. Talks about there's something about the hierarchy. So you have this idea. These are you have it in the Bible, the hosts of heaven appear to the shepherds. It's mentioned, myriads and myriads of angels. Jesus, in the Passion, there's this thing about Jesus calling the angels to help him, but he's struggling with that, and he says to God, thy Father in heaven, thy will be done. If I'm remembering the Bible correctly. And a lot of these Christians try to talk about angel stuff or believe in angels, but I don't know. So yeah, it's like the silver lights. I don't know. We're not seeing it now. Seen it 3 or more times. I think I can remember the context. And it again, it's just like I don't know if something in my head feels different or my consciousness changes. And you just see this silver light squiggling down over your vision all of a sudden. Looks like actual silver light or something. Raining down, squiggling down or something. I just don't know what that. I don't want to go mental. I just don't know what that is. It doesn't happen regularly. It appears and then it disappears. And I don't know if it'll ever happen again. I guess if it just happens of itself on its own accord, out of the blue. In some context, when I'm looking at something, or in some context, I remember the context under which it occurred. And I don't know. Yeah, it's Steiner, and there's also some belief in guardian angels. Maybe I should make a different video about guardian angels, but and Daskalos talks about. He says they're egofied with a guardian angel. So Steiner has stuff, that can. I guess some people think you can learn to communicate and interact with your guardian angel or something. But the Bible talks about entertaining strangers. It says, entertain strangers. You never know if you could be an angel and you're just unaware of it. But I was traveling once, and these guys came out of the blue and helped me out. I don't know who they were or how that works, but I don't know. I don't know if they're why you could call them. these guys, and they're African American. It's like an angel. Is it an angel or like an angel in a way? They're trying to be angels. I don't know. They're just maybe they're just regular people. If you think about this angel thing, maybe you just suddenly think people are angels for some reason. How do you know if they're an angel? Well, how are you ever going to determine if they were an angel? Maybe you just feel they were an angel or know they're an angel. The Sid Roth guy has this woman in the car, and she says she gives a guy a ride, and he gets out, he disappears, and there's no tracks. And so the Sid Roth story leads you to believe this one gave an angel a ride in her car. Court, based on what they're saying is what they're saying, I guess. So one guy appeared. I was getting gas in my car and trying to fill the gas and it wasn't working. He tried, this guy was there, so I don't know, he walked up or whatever it was, this black guy or African American guy, and he tried to make a funnel out of paper. I was trying to get gas in my car. I had a gas can, but the funnel thing was sealed and I couldn't get it open. So he made this funnel out of paper and he's trying to help me get this gas into the car. Just this guy out of nowhere. And then another time when I was around the same time, however close this was the same time, I had gotten rear-ended. So I'm driving around. And my muffler thing, my whole muffler assembly is broken and like bouncing on the road and creating sparks behind my car. So I'm driving at night wherever I'm driving. I think I got pulled over a bunch of times because the police are probably driving around. They see these sparks coming out of my car. So they keep pulling me over and talking to me, and they're checking it out. And, finally, I don't know how many times I got pulled over, but finally a police officer said, well, you should probably just go fix that. So I said, okay. I don't know. I went to a store. I was going to try to fix it. One day I parked on the street in one of these cities, and this guy is walking by, this black guy, African American. He walks by and he just starts, I don't know how the conversation even came up. I don't remember the content of it exactly, but he had, I don't know if he had some wire and he was going to fix my car. He said he had these kids or family, he needed a few bucks. Or I arranged whatever the conversation was. I just gave him a few bucks and he went under my car with a wire, get some wire, whatever it was. And he fixed the muffler, he tied up the muffler or something. But that guy came out of nowhere. I don't even know how that would have come up to fix my car. Or if he brought it, I don't know did he bring it up? I don't really remember. So you think about this angels topic. Who are these people? Where did they come from? Were those angels? Were these African American guys? Black guys, angels helping me out, or just trying to be nice, or just interacting with me? Because I don't know. Maybe there's nice guys. Maybe there's perceived something to interact with me. I don't know what the deal is. The guy made a funnel of paper to try to help me get gas in my car or something. He was just, I don't know how well it worked or anything, but he was trying to help me out. And the guy, I think he wired up my muffler under my car somehow. He had wire. That's just kind of strange to think. How is he going to have wire to wire? Or did he go and find some rope or wire on the street and do it? It's so weird. How did that conversation even come? I don't remember how that conversation could have started with some person out of the blue. And I gave him a few, I guess I gave him a few bucks or something. Paid him for it. This topic of angels. So maybe there are books about it. People write stories about, they can meet angels. Maybe it's on some TV shows or. So what idea is we can meet angels? We don't even know it. Maybe some people think about angels and try to be receptive to them or be like a Sid Roth story thing. This woman in the car. Well, I guess I'll end the stream. I don't know what else I have to think about archangels or angels. Guess I could go to the bookstore, go online, and get a book about angel stories, and just read angel stories, encounter people believe in their encounters with angels, like these guys I'm talking about. But I don't know if I'll do that.